on, the first part of chapter 9, you learned how to multiply these two together, right? And get a trinomial, correct? And these are called factors, aren't they? Because any two things that you multiply together to equal something, those are factors. Important word. Do you understand that? 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 and 3 are factors of 6, correct?
Yeah.
This binomial and this binomial is a factor of that trinomial. Factors of that trinomial. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so today what you're going to do is you're going to be given the trinomial, and we have to get the factors. So we have to go from here to something like that. No problem, you can do this. I promise. I am a step follower. If you like steps, then let's look at it. If not, just watch, okay? Please try and pay attention. Okay. So what you're going to do is step 1 is set up 2 empty binomials, because we're going to end up with a couple of binomials. So down here, I'm just going to do this. This is going to be my final answer. I got to take this trinomial and factor it into 2 binomials. No problem. Step 2 says, think about what would go in as the first term of each binomial and place it there. What do I have to multiply if I were to FOIL the first term? What would I multiply together to get x squared? X and x, correct? To get x squared. You see that? Now, I just have to figure out what goes here. And that's not that hard. You know the diamonds that you were doing? I'm going to do those in our head. So, it says, circle the last term of the trinomial. Circle the 2. Think of factors of that last term that would add to the middle number. Okay, so in your head, what are factors of 2? 2 and 1, correct? Factors of 2 are 2 and 1. Hey. Factors of 2 are 2 and 1. Do they add together to 3?
Yeah.
We have our numbers. So these are both positive, so all I write here is plus 2, plus 1. Could you write it like this? Does it matter?
No.
Nope. It's just multiply factor by factor. So either way, it doesn't make a difference. You're done. This is your answer. That's it. That's it. If you were to FOIL this, you would get that. Yes?
You have a quick question?
Yes.
How do you get to 3x? Like if you FOIL that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you just look at the number. You don't even consider the x. You just look at the number, the middle term, okay? Joe, can you sit and wait with that, please, for a second, till I'm done? All right, let's do another one. We're going to take this trinomial. What's the first step, you guys? Set up your empty binomials. Set up your empty binomials. What would I multiply together that has to be in front of these to get t squared? T and t. Okay? What's the next step?
You have to figure out what 14 is.
Now, so let's think of factors of 14. Isn't there 1 and 14 is a set of factors, correct? Is there another set of factors? 2 and 7. 1 plus 14 is 15. That doesn't add to 9, does it? No. 2 plus 7 is 9, so those are my factors. So I just write plus 2, plus 7, and I'm done. Cool? If you were to FOIL this, you would get that.
Yeah.
Okay? Gets a little better. Stay with me. Now, notice here we had a plus and a plus, right on this page. They were all plus, correct? Hey, now we've got a minus, which isn't that much different. Yes?
Would it be for the first one you would do a minus if it's the first subtraction? Like thing?
Shh. We'll just watch what happens. We still set up the empty binomials. Stay with me. What do we put in the front of these binomials? X and Becca. Can you turn your desk, Becca, so you're turned this way? I don't know how it got turned like that. Okay, x and x, yes? Okay, I still look at the last term. Now, what are factors of 3? 3 and 1 or 1 and 3, right? Okay, but wait, we got a problem. Because 3 plus 1 does not equal -4. So is there another set of factors? What, Blake? -3 and -1, or -1 and -3. Let's think about that. This times this is what? +3, correct? But when I add them, what do I get? Those are my numbers that I use. So inside here I put -3, -1. And I'm done. Can you do plus a negative? Yes. Where's the questions? Let's stop now and ask. If you have a question, please stop now and ask. It's no problem. I get it. It's not bad, yes? It's like a puzzle. Okay, let's do this one. Empty binomials, what goes in the front? T and T, correct? Shh. So 12. Shh. Let's look at this. Factors of 12. Let's start with the obvious is 3 and 4, correct? Do 3 and 4 add together to -8? No. How about 2 and 6? They multiply to +12, but they don't add to +8. Give me more. What'd you say, Brian?
-4, -12.
That multiplies to -48, so that doesn't work. But -4 and -3, but that still does. Oh, I hear it. Somebody's saying it. -2, -6. They multiply to 12 and they add to -8, don't they? So those are my numbers. See it? Cool? You're just doing the diamond in your head. All right, you try this one. You try this one. Okay. I still look at -16. -16. Factors that would add to +6. Let's just write some down. We could do 4 and -4. Does that add to +6? No. What else could we do? 8 and 2, right? But one of them has to be negative. If I did -2 and +8, does that add to +6?
Yes.
Oh. With me? So these are my factors. So I'm going to do -2 plus 8. How do I finish this problem? We did it before in the first part of chapter 9. You set each factor equal to 0 to find out what W is. You can maybe see it in your head, but if not, this is what you do. So you add 2 to both sides. What's W equal to? 2 and -8. Boom. You solved. All you have to do is factor first. Same stuff you did before. In order to factor, it has to be what? So I'm going to move the 28. I'm going to subtract 28 from both sides, and it's just going to look like this. And this becomes 0, doesn't it? Yeah? Okay, so now I have to factor it. So what do? I set up my empty binomials. X and X. All right, look at -28. -28. What are factors of 28? There's 7 and 4, but one of them has to be negative. If the 4 is negative, I'm going to end up with a +3 here. So I need the 7 to be negative. -7 times 4 is -28 and adds to -3. You seeing it? It's some math in your head. Times tables in your heads. You can do it. So my answer here is going to be -7 plus 4, and this should be equal to 0. Okay? Now, if you need to set this factor equal to 0, do it. Some of you can just see it, but it's no problem to do this. This is going to be x equals 7, and x equals what? -4. Okay, you do this one. Same way we did that one. just happened? Maybe not the obvious factors here, but you can do it. Well, actually, they're not bad. You ready?
No.
Okay. Some people are. Don't look if you're not.
Yeah.
Big bang. Big bang.
Does it matter if it's flip-flop?
No, you could write S plus 4 and S minus 6. That's fine.
Oh.
As long as your signs are the same. You know what I mean? The minus and the plus are with the same number. Okay. Questions? Is there anything that you're just slightly